Those Love is Blind producers earned their check this season by convincing Virginia and Sarah that they needed to go all the way through with those weddings and reject those men on the altar despite knowing that they were already going to say no beforehand. I already know that Sarah and Virginia both went to their producers and said, "It's a no for me. I probably don't need to be getting dressed up in an entire wedding dress, having guests, dealing with their families, and putting them on the spot on the altar just for me to say no." Which, of course, would put the producers into panic mode, saying, like, this is our entire finale. We need to go out with a bang, and we cannot have them pull out prior to these weddings. And that's when these producers have to start convincing the cast that this is what's best for them, and this is what's best for their partner, and that they bought into this entire concept of a show, and that it will not work for them if they don't get to that altar and say no in front of a large group of people, which is absolute hogwash, but they have to do what they have to do to make sure that their show ends with a bang. Because while for a cast member in the moment, it feels like a lot of pressure and these producers are counting on you and it's millions of dollars to make this show and there's lights and there's cameras and the whole thing is a lot. So you might do things that you would normally not do. At the end of the day, these cast members have free will and nobody said, I'm going to do this, that, and the other if you don't get your butt to the altar. They made that decision to go up there and reject those men despite knowing prior that they were already going to say no. What did you think of those weddings? Let me know what you think in the comments.